Welcome back, folks and friends. Connecting Dots here. Today's date is Wednesday, December 17th, 2014. Okay, my 4 Fukushima petitions. Did you sign all 4? I don't think so, because I've seen that one of the petitions got a lot of signatures, while the other 3, well, many of you avoided it. So I'm going to mention this again. All 4 petitions, please sign all 4. And I know some of you are already in this camp where you're figuring already it's not worth it, it's not going to make a change. There's a very good chance it's going to go that way. There's no doubt about that. I'm not going to come out and tell you by signing all 4 petitions, and although I set goals of 25,000, in reality I'm kind of hoping to 10 times more, 250,000. Why not? Why not 1 million signatures? Why can't people agree that TEPCO has to decontaminate all of the Fukushima wastewater before dumping it in the Pacific Ocean? Why can't I get 1 million signatures on these 4 petitions? I'm not asking for donations on these petitions. They're not linked to me. They're simply asking people to sign them. So I'll send them off. Obviously, I have access to these petitions, and you can see them yourselves what the numbers are at. But basically, I plan on sending this off to TEPCO. And I realize they're not going to obviously listen to me with only 25,000 signatures, but they sure as hell will listen to me if I can get 500,000 signatures or 1 million or 2 million. They'll realize if that many people are willing to take time out of their busy day, because this is what it comes down to, it's you're on here on YouTube listening to videos, and you're telling me you don't have the time to go sign 4 petitions? Really? Please unsubscribe right away. Immediately. Do me a favor. Honestly, I said 2014 was going to be a game changer on YouTube. I don't want to be part of a bunch of lazy sack of do-nothings that just want to sit here and watch videos all day long, or on your spare time, or whatever the case may be. Honestly, I'm looking for proactive people. And if that means I got to lose what? I'm at 6,729 today. If I have to lose 95% of you because you're too damn lazy to do anything, so be it. I have no problem doing so. I'm not out here making money. It's one of the things I've been saying for a long time. On top of doing a cross-Canada tour in 2011 to do the atmospheric fallout testing with my 2 Geiger counters, and I paid for the entire trip for myself. I raised donations to pay off for the Geiger counters, but I initially went out on that trek paying for my own 2 Geiger counters, and the whole trip was going to be paid by myself, which I ended up paying by myself. And I don't care about that, because I was out looking for the truth. My point is that if I'm going to be making these videos and sharing my knowledge with you, and sharing how it all really does connect together, I hope you folks have figured that out. I've launched this petition because of the information I put out here just 3 days earlier, where the head of the Nuclear Regulatory Authority here in Japan has come out and said that the contaminated wastewater on site has to be dumped back in the Pacific Ocean before being cleaned, before being treated. It's about connecting the dots. If you don't want to listen to my message, I really don't care, but please at least take the time to go figure out on your own, in your own research, and understand why it's important that we launch this petition. I really truly believe that we can get 25,000. I think we can get 50,000. I think we could easily get a couple of million if we all put this on our Facebook. So the links down below for the 4 petitions, because they're all linked here on every video I'm going to be making from now on in. All 4 links are linked down below, folks. Okay, so if you want to come to my website, no problem. There's a link to all 4. Okay, let's get this petition going. Okay, now I'm making this video because in the early spring here, when I was making these videos, I've debunked Beautiful Girl by Dan and his claims that the Pacific Ocean is dead from Fukushima radiation, or is even dying. I don't know if you caught my videos this summer, but I pulled out enough reports here, even from another fisherman just recently, or I should say another person on Vancouver Island who bought a boat this summer with his wife, spoke to many fishermen this summer with him and his wife, and they all said the same thing. Best damn fishing they've ever seen in decades. They said the last 3 years the fishing's been getting better. This summer, definitely best fishing they've ever said, and this is what I pulled out in all my reports. Divers have been at the same locations for over 17 years saying, hey, I've never seen so much sea life here, marine life on the West Coast. So I've had reports and reports after there's been even the whale population, booming whale population. I even shared a report here how whale poop was actually stimulating. As there was more whales pooping in the ocean, all that major plume of poop is actually stimulating growth. Is there a problem with Fukushima? There's no doubt, but I'm not going to promote lies that the Fukushima is dead, or sorry, that the Pacific Ocean is dead, or even the West Coast is dead from Fukushima radiation, especially when I've been out here right on my own West Coast, and I showed you how much sea life is all over the damn place, right in my harbor, and not at tourist locations like some people have claimed that we're seeding the marine life here. No, I went to oddball, dirty locations. If you go see my video calling Exposed, there's no doubt about it, the Pacific Ocean is alive, and I took a lot of that information and tried posting it at Godlike Productions. I shared with you all here how they banned me. They banned me after I started producing information to counter-react the thread started by Radchick, who's another promoter of this Fukushima Expedition for Life scam. So I had to move over to another forum called Lunatic Outpost. I know, not the best name, but what can I say? This is all part of the Google search. When you, for the conspiracy forums, you end up with Lunatic Outposts, followed by Godlike Productions, and Above Top Secret. How do I feel about these? I used to belong there. Then I saw how they banned someone because he spoke out. Don't want to join there. As I'd mentioned, Godlike Productions has banned me this summer. You just saw the page here. I tried again just today. That's the IP address where I'm coming out of. No, that's not where I live, but you can go to that guy's place if you want. But the fact is that these places are known for banning real truthers. Many of you have caught on this, especially this summer when I was pointing out that even the Jeff Wrench show that was pushing Dr. Neiman from Ryza Labs in Chicago during the swine flu, pushing the agenda of the swine flu vaccination every single day. He had that Dr. Neiman on his radio show. I showed in my videos this summer how I went to the Ryza Lab, the flu tracker forum, posted information on the dangers of vaccines. I'm not swearing, I'm not cursing, posting real peer-reviewed information at that, and that means a lot in the whole medical world. When you're posting peer-reviewed information, they're like, whoa. And I had one from one doctor in BC from the was it the BC Children's Hospital? I'm not quite sure. It's Dr. Christopher Shaw, had double peer research review on his research paper showing that vaccines cause neurological brain damage. Yeah, it makes you dumb. What can I say, folks? On top of the health problems that you occur with these toxins in there, you also have brain damage. Anyways, long story short, I've got a history here of posting on forums. I've mentioned I tried to predict the 2008 stock market crash 6 months before it happened on 2012 forums. End up getting banned from those, which is what led me to YouTube, and then eventually I end up having my first YouTube channel banned as I got too popular on the Fukushima information. So here at Lunatic Outpost, I began posting. Sorry if I'm rambling on here, but I want everyone to get an understanding, if you're new to this, what's going on here. I joined Lunatic here because I was banned at Godlike Production. I decided, well, I'm going to post this information on Fukushima, showing everyone, no, the Pacific Ocean's alive. And then I quickly noticed that, you know what? Just like every other damn forum I was at, Lunatic Outpost has a series of people that are members on there, and their job is to troll. They are trolls. They rarely post any information, and if they do, it's the information gurgitated on YouTube by people like Maca Electric, Montegraph, Dutch Sense, which is all nonsense, BP Earthwatch. Many of the scammers that are posted here on my Connecting Dots 2 channel, you may have noticed here on that column here on the left, on the right I mean, I've changed it. I've called it the Fraud and Disinformation YouTube Gang, because this is basically what I've run into, and I highly recommend you click on See All, okay? At the bottom there, click on See All. Go see them all. You folks need to figure out what this is all about, because before you end up getting banned at some point when you get too hot in your conversation exposing the truth. It's very apparent now where I'm just trying to launch a friggin' petition, and we have a forum coming down and locking my thread. It's locked down here at Lunatic. So they have the shills that jumped in and tried to, I'm looking for my thread now, it's probably moved along to another page. And how do I recognize it? Well, it has a big lock sign here. Okay, so let's go see maybe on page 3. Okay, so here it is here. It's on page 3, and as you can see, it's locked down. So I'll leave a link down below if you want to go watch it. But basically, what ended up happening in this thread, which is, like I said, only 2 pages forward, and that basically those 2 pages were written up in, I believe, less than 10 minutes. You can go take a look at the time there, but you'll see how the thread popped up. We had the 3 trolls show up all of a sudden, and we had someone in the end here come and stand up for me at the end of the thread. And this guy Spidey, who I noticed was a troll at this forum a long time ago, came out and kind of made fun of me, and saying nothing censored. And the guy, yeah, right, he says, because nothing's ever gets deleted here. Because we've noticed it. What can I say? We've noticed that they delete stuff here. And as you may notice, this person is not a member, okay? The person that wrote this, he's not a member. Spidey wrote what's in this section here, and the guest here replied this, because we know the cat's out of the bag. I don't know how long they're going to keep hiding this bullshit, but honestly, any real truther that's out there, we've caught on that these people are censoring the truth. Okay, threads get deleted, and here he is again here, Spidey making his last attempt here, laughing at me because I happen to mention well, as you can see, you can read the comment for yourself, but I told the guy, check out even the Michael Jackson. It's not my only solid proof that there's something fishy going on, but I told him, basically just go take a look at the Michael Jackson album. Michael's basically laid it out on the album cover. So yeah, Spidey again here, big fat laugh. Yeah, it's one of the things I've noticed here. So the trolls don't come out with any information. It's basically just laughing and sticking together and try to ridicule the OP. So before you end up getting banned, don't bother going to these sites. I'm letting you know right now, they are 100% control, godlike production, and lunatic outposts, as well as above top secret, bunch of bullshit. Okay, it's your New World Order agenda here that's trying to control the flow of information. My advice to you, go sign all 4 petitions, stay away from these scamming, censoring sons of bees, and come join me at connectingdots1.com. Come on, we need to join up as a real troop of truthers, not these fake people out here. Many of you've caught on here, even not Free Revolution Radio. Yeah, it is him. Jeff from Free Revolution Radio. I like how he's trying to defend himself in his latest video, but then he ends up giving a heads up to who? Corbett Report, of all people. And I've already busted him how he's connected with Alex Jones, Max Kaiser. Corbett Report was telling people, was it 9 months ago, 10 months ago, that Bitcoins was a solid place for you to store your wealth. Can you imagine that? A place to store your wealth. So it's obvious that we have these people that are just out there to disinform, and even right down to Montegraph and Maca Electric, and how they all tie in about pushing people away from real money, real gold and silver. And this is one of the things I'd said to BP Earthwatch before he banned me in his comment sections in 2010 or 2011. I said to him, I'm like, hold on a second, you're a Bible pusher, God pusher pumper. Does your Bible not tell you that only real money is only gold and silver, nothing but? Does it not say that in your Constitution? No. So we have a shadow group here on YouTube that are trying to control the information, and it's become apparent right down to the forums themselves how they're going to lock down threads here, because people are coming out and they're speaking out about their experiences here on these forums. So they realize that before too many people jumped in on what Guest had said, they decided they better lock this one down. Smart move, Lunatic Outpost, because a lot of people would have chimed in, and what can I say? It would have been your top #1 thread on that forum. So now, as you can see here, it's going to the background. Let me refresh the page one more time, see where we end up. Slowly you'll see it'll turn back to page 5, 10, 15, which is what they want, right? Because now no one can respond in this thread, so it'll never pop back up to the top. So good job, Lunatic Outpost, again for censoring. You guys are unbelievable. I love it. Just like Godlike Productions, keep showing your true colors, and I'll keep connecting the dots so people can see them. Take care, folks. Hope you enjoyed the wake-up call.